Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. We are back with another Sunday and another episode of Chit Chat Podcast. Look, it has been a busy weekend for me, but nevertheless, y'all knew I was trying to get here and be on time. But I'm excited about today's episode. So if you're checking in with us, please check in. Come on in the room. We have a small business that we want to highlight today, and I had the pleasure of meeting this small business owners a few weeks ago at an event. They were vendors at this event, and of course, I was checking out their products and things, and it caught my eye. And of course, I'm a girly girl. I love fashion stuff, and I was able to purchase some things from them, and then we got to chat, and I was like, oh, you guys should come on my podcast so that way we can help market you guys, get you guys out there, let people know what you're doing so you can get some support and all those things. And nevertheless, they obliged, and we made contact, connected, and we are having them today. So I'm super excited about them coming on today. So when you're coming in, let us know where you're checking in from. I know we got some guests. Sometimes it's your first time during the week catching us. If our video has hit your timeline, we thank you. We appreciate you. Welcome to the podcast family. Please like and share. We definitely want to make sure that, someone can get blessed by the opportunity of seeing this episode. If they're thinking about becoming a small business owner or have a product or service that they're trying to, produce and brand and market, this is an episode that they don't want to miss. So we ask that you come on in, like, and share. If you have not already subscribed, we ask that you do so as well. We have our subscription on YouTube, and we're also available via Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook as well. So with that being said, please like and share. Again, check in with us, our returning guests. If you're returning with us, let us know that you're on. Send a quick hello in the chat box. And if you have questions for our guests today, please make sure that you place your questions in the comment section. Jada will highlight the questions, and we'll make sure that we can kind of address your questions before we get started. But today, we're talking about essential designs, building a brand of things from your creativity, from your vision, and that's important. And so today, with our small business that we're highlighting and spotlighting today is Hill Designs LLC. Hill Design LLC is a Florida-based fashion brand founded in November of 2025 by aunt and niece duo Lisa Hill Ellis and Mercedes Hill. They're known for their custom apparel and handcrafted accessories. The brand, the blends, the elegance with bold and personalized styles is their niche. With standout appearances at major community events, Hill Designs is more than fashion, it's creativity. It's a creative experience rooted in culture, connection, and confidence. And when I tell y'all, if y'all was this, y'all gonna get a chance to see some of their products that they have created. And I love creativity. My best friend, she's one of the most creative people I know, and she's constantly. And with people who have creativity like that, they're constantly creating, and their vision is constantly flowing and going or whatever. And that's what get produced. The fruition of that creativity are producing these products and services. And before I bring them on, I'm gonna just show y'all a couple things that I was blessed with a couple weeks ago that made me, was pulled to them. Y'all know I'm a girly girl. So I wore my hat already. I think y'all seen my hat before, but this hat, I bought this hat is a Hill Design hat from Hill Design LLC. They was one of the vendors at this event I went, and it came with this tie, this necktie, bow tie ensemble. And I thought it was so cute, y'all. I could not leave it. I was like, oh, that is so cute. But it was more stuff that I wanted. But when you're packing for a weekend trip. You trying to have like one bag, and you ain't trying to pack that bag with all this stuff because you don't bought stuff. But this is my other goodie I got from them. Custom bag. It's a jean bag. Y'all look at that. Look at that. All the little details on that. And look at my Afro girl in the back. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But just and it was just so me when I seen it. Got blessed on there. Just all the little, bells and whistles that I would like, and the details that I would like, to have a accent or a bag, a statement bag. And I loved it. So I was like, yeah, you guys have to come on. So, without further ado, we're going to bring on our guest for today, for today's episode. So, Jada, let's introduce our guest. Hi.
Hi.
So we have one person so far from Heal Design, and this is the aunt. So this is the aunt duo part of Heal Design LLC. And I was able to meet her a couple weeks ago, as well as her niece. And so her niece is going to be joining us shortly. But in the meantime, Miss Hill, please give us, I gave a bio of who you guys are, but give us, like, how did you guys get started? I know you guys pretty much pushed the business out in November of 2025, but how did you guys really say, hey, I think we got something going on here. We can create this a business and market this stuff. So what made you guys want to brand your market and your creativity?
First of all, I want to thank you for allowing me this platform. My name is Lisa, and I pretty much make everything for Hills Designs.
Mm-hmm.
It's really funny. I did not start it off as a business. I was on the internet, Facebook, and I seen all these women reforming men ties into women ties. Now, I've always been big on fashion. So what I did is I got up and went in my closet because I had a couple of ties, and I was like, let me see if I can fold these ties the way they're folding them. And I've literally been caught up ever since. I'm overwhelmed that people like my quirkiness. I know that I'm a little bit different. I love fashion also.
Mm-hmm.
Walking in the room and having on something nobody else has on.
Right.
And seeing the different fashions on TV with stars and stuff. So
Mm-hmm. Nice.
and I started putting some of the stuff for me on the internet, and people started liking it and asking me to make them stuff. Now it started, just like I said, it started off with a tie, but you can see the back of my wall because I'm in my dining room. I literally have taken over my dining room as a workshop. And it has blown into something that I am so blessed with. It's more than just making a tie in craft.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that.
Yes.
I've connected with so many people as of you. And I've done so much vending lately. And my niece, she helps me. And I'm sorry that she's late. She'll be on her way soon.
Oh, no problem.
We've gotten our license as far as our business, and it is growing leaps and bounds.
Awesome.
I never thought at 63, soon to be 64 real soon, that I would have had a business.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, I'm blessed. I am. I'm blessed. It has opened up my creativity in my mind to so many different things.
Wow. Well, speaking of that, Miss Lisa, based off your creativity, because I know, like I said, my best friend, she's one of those creative people. So she's always constantly designing and creating things as well. And that was my go-to person, for things like this. I'd be like, hey, can we try such and such and such and such? I would always ask her to try this and do this for me or whatever. And so being that, your creative flow is continuously growing and building, what does creative vision means to you when it comes to building you guys' business? What does that mean to you?
You know what? It's inspiring. I'm really quirky with some stuff, at least I think I am. Once I gotten started, and still to this day, you know, um, I dream about certain, and it's really weird. I dream about certain things, and I get up and I come down and I make it happen. I pray a lot. This
Mhm.
business taught me to pray a lot. I pray for my hands. You know, I stay on the internet watching fashion, and especially what the young people like,
Mhm.
and that inspires me to different things. The internet, I have to say, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you can get a lot of information as far as what young people are looking into, what they want. You know,
Yeah.
those are the consumers that I want, and women, mainly
Mhm.
women. I believe that women are our biggest consumers.
Awesome. And you hit something real good because you're researching, some of the things that, draws your inspiration because you know that your target audience are going, what young people are looking at, what they like, what they enjoy to wear or whatever. And your creativity is producing that, not just for people your age, seasoned people, but people that are younger, and they're finding this stuff to be like, wow, this business gets us because you guys are keeping up with the times, you're keeping up with the styles, the fashion, and your creativity is putting it together, producing things that people of those ages are saying, yeah, we want that, we want more of that, you know so I think that's awesome. I think that's what probably drives your vision probably more so than ever because you see the demand.
Yes,
Oh, that's what they like. That's what they doing now because it changes all the time.
it does. It does.
Yeah. Yes.
And young, old, even our males and stuff, we and us being African American, we believe in fashion. We make the fashion happen. We usually
Mhm.
start it off. I mean, history has
Right.
shown that. We started off and stuff, and people pay attention. I never thought they would have paid attention to me. I didn't. I did not think I could do all that I was doing until I got started. Um, I'm truly blessed. Yeah.
Awesome. So we're gonna talk about strategy here because when you're talking about designing things, of course they're going to take creativity, but there's also strategy comes into play with that. So because design, but if you can't have design without strategy, because it just won't convert the creativity with it.
Right.
So what is the strategy behind Heels Design when you guys are creating or designing your products? Are you saying, can people pinpoint and say, I know that's a Heels design right there? Is it something that you guys are saying we're putting our mark on it where they know it's a Heels design as opposed to, everybody's doing these ties? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I haven't, you know what? I haven't, thought of that yet. One of the things that I notice about crafting and watching the internet with women making these ties, our personality shows through.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does not make the same thing. I can see something, I'll be like, oh, okay, I like that fold. And then I start, but I put my own little swing on it, and you definitely can see the personality in what you make. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I hope I haven't gotten to, I don't think, where people will say, okay, that Lisa made that. That looks like Lisa's work. Or, maybe I'm not thinking that way.
Yeah, I don't think you're thinking that way because
That's
I think you're
it.
already there.
Right.
Because
Thank you
when
so
you,
much.
yeah, because when you're thinking about it, when you talk about strategics, it's not aesthetics. We're not just looking at the aesthetics. We're looking at, the personality you putting into it. Like you
Yeah.
always say, I'm quirky. You say that's quirky, but that quirkiness create. Look how much that quirkiness is creating creativity.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
you
Thank
know,
you so much.
yeah. So it's not just aesthetics anymore. That's a strategic move in
Right.
your business.
I appreciate you saying that. Just like I said, I'm just starting. I did not know how much into having a business um, that that you have to do. I thank God for my niece. She has helped me a lot as far as, okay, we need to get our LLC. We need to do this. We need to do that. You know, so my family has helped me a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as far as what I need to do to keep Hill Designs going. I don't want it to get where it's just, where I'm stuck. And I don't even see that in my future because I'm always thinking of, other things to add to my business, like, the purses, the fedoras, um,
Right.
other items, getting me set up as far as I need more space. I definitely need that, and then even the teaching aspect of it, because I think a lot of people are natural crafters, natural,
Mm-hmm.
like to make things their own and have them and be like, I made this,
Mm-hmm.
and having the space to be able to teach others, children's, adults, where they can come in, and that's my dream, where they can come into a shop as a group and have music, and it just has that vibe, where they can hang out and they can either do their sneakers, t-shirts, baseball caps, whatever they want to do, and have a good time, you know. And kids to be able to come in as classes and stuff and be able to do something, create something. I think it starts there because it started that way for me as a child, home economics, to be able,
Mm-hmm.
learn how to sew and do different stuff like that.
Right. And I think because times are changing and we're getting away so much from the traditional stuff like home economics, because home economics had even changed in school now. So the
Right.
kids are not making pillows and sewing pillows like we did back in the day and learning how to cook a full meal and create a wedding menu and all this kind of stuff that we did back in the day. And so I think that's important, to open that business up. And that's part of branding, as part of branding your business. So that means your vision is expanding. You're as your creativity is increasing, your vision is also expanding. Which my next question was going to be, how should new business owners approach branding? You're already looking at what's next. What's the next level that you want to see your business at? That's our approach, to look at. I know that I'm gonna outgrow this dining room space eventually. So I'm gonna have to look at space,
Yeah.
where I can be able to have more room for creativity. And then now I can introduce starting classes, teaching classes, providing those opportunities for other people to come in and create, have create parties or whatever, girls' night or whatever the case may be, and create some, atmosphere like that. I think it's wonderful. And that's a approach you can look at when you're looking at trying to, your brand, trying to put your brand out there,
Mhm.
where people, put that stamp on it and be like, yes, that's Hills Design LLC right there.
That sounds so good when you say that, it does. Um, I've learned, one of the most important thing that has happened to me through vending um, is networking with people, meeting
Mhm.
ladies as of you, and them, they're already in business, they're already booming. A couple of weeks ago, I went to a conference called Think Bold. And it was about, business, owning a business, doing something different, expanding, and it was a little scary. Some of those workshops and stuff was scary for me, but it was so inspiring. And I met so many different people that has took me forward as far as, a vending. They liked what they seen, and so they were inspiring as far as giving me information how to move further, how to, as a view, putting me out there, on a podcast, where people see me, and that moves me further, that moves
Mhm.
further because a lot about business I don't know, but I'm learning and I'm willing to learn. And if I surround myself around the right people, I'll get the information. I'll get the information and I'll move. Hill's design will move further. It's already doing that.
It
It is
it
already
it
doing.
is. It is, and it's funny you said that because the conference that I went to this weekend was BWI Black Women Invest. Um, here in DC. And it was, when I tell you, I am so full from the entire weekend. I was tired because Friday night I had something going on because as of 30th of April, I'm retired from my job. So I was like trying to plan, I'm trying to plan the next for myself. And
Mhm.
so I left work on Thursday, and then my mind is going for game plan for what's next, the next thing for me in the next transition of my life. And I forgot that I had signed up for this conference back in like December or January, and it popped up on my email. And I was like, oh God, I forgot about this conference. I got to go to this conference or whatever, not knowing all the information that was going to be provided to me for this conference, the business aspect, managing and marketing your business, the investments, all this stuff that
Right.
I gleaned this weekend from women pouring into us. And even, you know, grab one of the packages. So I'll be having a coach even helping me on my next level and
Mhm.
helping me along with the podcast as well to provide me next steps to take it to the next level. So there's opportunities out there. So when you see things like conferences and business training, conferences or things like that in the area, invest in yourself and go to those conferences because
Yes.
you're going to get a wealth of knowledge and information and opportunities that's not going to only, benefit you, but it's going to benefit your business
Yes.
and your next level for your business.
I agree. And it is a blessing to I'm teachable.
Mm-hmm.
Today I'm teachable, and it takes more, it takes a village, to start, a business. You have to get out there, you have to put yourself out there, you
Right.
know, just like you said, you have to go to some of these conferences, surround yourself around what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You're right. And people you seen doing it,
kudos.
and people you seen doing it, and then you know that they've got it done. So now you're trying to glean from them to know, okay, how can I get there and get on to the next level? So
Yes, yes,
absolutely, absolutely. So I was going to ask you because sometimes when we're starting a business, and because I'm still learning some of the things too, especially with the podcast. Um, um, we sometimes have branding mistakes when we're trying to put our business out there. We're trying to market, we're trying to make sure that people are understanding who we are, what we do, what we provide, and all those things. And sometimes we don't give ourselves the credit or the worth of what we are and what our business really is. And sometimes we kind of take away from that. So what are some common branding mistakes you see that maybe Heal Design may have made, from the start of your business in November 2025 up until now?
I definitely think that one of the mistakes that I made is not using the internet more, as far as putting Hills designs out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting better, at that, putting the information out, who I am, how to contact me. My niece helps me with that a lot. Taking the pictures, that's one, taking the pictures of like my ties and stuff, and she'll email me back, TTU, you cutting the tie off, just learning different stuff like that. Because I just, take my camera and just snap, and
It's an art to it. My daughter be trying,
yes.
even when she's taking pictures of her food and stuff. It's the aesthetics, Mom. So
Right.
it's an art to everything now.
I'm scooting over to let Mercedes in.
Okay. Hi, Mercedes.
Oh, good afternoon.
So Mercedes is joining us. She is the other half of Hill Designs, the deal aunt and niece team, that is the creativity behind all the merchandise that we're going to get a chance to see in a little bit. But I'm going to give an opportunity for Mercedes to chime in. You haven't missed much. We were just talking about some of the branding mistakes, as new business owners. Some things that you guys probably have learned since you started in November up until now. And then as new business owners, some of the approaches that you're taking to brand your products and the things that you guys are creating.
So one of the issues with branding originally is trying to do everything at one time and not knowing that everything is a step-by-step process.
Mm-hmm.
It is knowing what your product is and how you want to present that product initially. And first thing that we did was, as my aunt was making these ties and she's like, oh, I want to do this. I'm like, well, we need a logo. We need a logo. We need something that's going to say, oh, I know Hill Designs, they did this and they made that. So I created us a logo because I am certified in digital marketing. So with that, it was like, okay, we have to make sure that we have social media presence right away. And let's make sure that we have our brand logo and who we are as a family, as a duet with, the aunt and niece duet.
Right.
And so that's where, I created the design of the woman in the hat with the little silhouette. And my aunt's like, yep, I like that one because it's simple, it's classy, and it's not too intricate to where people are confused as to what it is.
Mm-hmm. I love it. And when we was before you came, we was talking about strategic. I was letting her know because I said, strategic is not always about aesthetics, because her creativity is steady flowing. God has gifted her with so much, so her vision is for her to come up with all this stuff. Like her vision is steady flowing, and we talked about how you can watch videos of people designing. Other people designing some of the same products you guys make, but everybody's design is different. Everybody's touch is different. Everybody's flavor is different. And so strategically, how do Hill Design stand out as opposed to where we can say, I know that's a Hill Design. Like, I know that this is a Hill Design. So when I got another tie, that I have bought from someone else at another vendor at another event, and it's a big difference. Like both ties are nice, but when I see that tie, it's already stamped Hill Design for me. So when I look for something from you guys, that's the kind of product I'm gonna look for, because I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's the wow factor for me. So right. I'm gonna get a Hill Design tie, kind of thing. So strategically, what are some things that you guys are looking to do with Hill Design so that way it puts that stamp on your branding, like that's a Hill Design?
Well, first, we are currently working with an embroidery company, so we can actually get our logo as a nice little label, so we can put it on the back of these ties and now all of our accessories, so they'll know that, you know, here's the stamp of approval from Hill Designs. But one thing about us is that we always put our things, or most of our ties, are on pearls. That's kind of a little stamp to where it's like it has some kind of a jewel or a pearl or something that we can utilize as a stamp. But strategically, it is tying things a little differently and tying them to where that wow factor is the biggest part, because it's like we see people walk past and like my aunt is big with the brooches. She loves the brooches. And
Me too. I love brooches.
and she's like, when we initially started, everything was about the brooch. And now it grew into everything is about how it's tied versus the actual that stamp of the brooch. So with like this one is one of the faves on having that little funky design, that little
Yes.
tie,
Fold,
that fold, right, and just bringing out a little bit of something extra and giving that tie life versus just tying it into a knot and putting some junk on it.
Right. I love it.
Junk tie.
And that's the impact I think that will cause your business to kind of flourish and grow, because you know you guys are personally adding those touches. You know, like we don't want it just to be a tie that we know that we got to fold this way to make it, you know, a tie, a necktie kind of thing. No, we want to add our little flavor on it. We want to add our little touch to it. And so that way we know that, you know, every woman's going to feel special because they got pearls attached to it, or, you know, those kinds of things. And I think that's important. That's the impact that, you know, your business have, and it can personally grow it because of that.
And we also make it to where when my aunt does the ties, that you can replace the pearls, you can replace the necklaces, you can change it out and add it to your favorite necklace and add it to your favorite chain. And even some of the ones that would be considered feminine, we've sold to men to where they're like, yeah, I can put this on my chain. And then we had a couple of guys who was like, wait, the pearls bring the girls, so let me keep the pearls on. And,
oh wow, okay.
you know, you just never know what someone's style is. And one thing about us is we've always had style in this family. Like we've never had a moment where we'll walk outside or I'll get ready to leave and like I have to do an outfit check from mom and my auntie. Like they'll say, oh no, why you wearing those shoes? Wait, you're wearing that jacket? No, you should probably do something else. And I'm like, okay. So style has always been in this family, and that's what we want to bring to the community, to everyone else, and just let them know, like, it just takes one piece to make your outfit, whether it's a pair of shoes, a jacket, a tie. It just takes one piece.
Because a lot of our, especially our ties, are conversation piece. The hats, you know, I know when you wore that hat, someone it's attractive, you know. Bring, you know, the eye to it. And I think that's important, you know, to make it where it's seen. You know, a lot of people think that especially women, since we've been vending, that you have to wear a shirt, a button-up shirt to wear a tie. And
the tie,
yes, Hill Designs ties you can wear with a t-shirt. You can wear, you know, with an open blouse. You can wear them as necklaces. We've been making these little short ties, and the women love them because they can be made with, if you wear a strapless dress, they can be made like a necklace. Who's not going to see this if you have this on your neck?
Right.
Who's not going to see
love it?
It looks like, you know, and ask you about it. Where did you get that? That's real important.
It is.
And I like how you guys have elevated some of the changes, the necktie into the short tie. Now women can, you know, not only just wear that with a shirt, now they can add that as an accessory, as like a necklace or a dress, you know, different ways of wearing it. I love that elevation. That helps the branding instantly. Like, dang, I can not only just wear that with a necktie with a collared shirt, I can wear with a t-shirt. I can wear, you know, you can switch it up.
Just a tube top, a regular tank top style. And you know, we're very good at styling, and I say we, us as the people, we are very good at styling when we get something we like, and we know to throw on a blazer over a t-shirt and go. But now you
Mhm.
can throw a tie over a t-shirt and go. And
Right.
especially in the summertime when it gets hotter. Because it's like, yeah, a blazer can be a statement piece, but why not have a tie as a statement piece?
Yes.
Right. Yes. We're gonna get into them hats too because y'all had some bad hats. So I just why I don't want it to get smashed because they're gonna be put in my, travel thing and I ain't got enough room. I only came for the weekend. So I know I couldn't order what I really wanted to order, but yeah, some of those like fedora hats are so cute. And then the other caps, I already showed my purse that I had. No, my daughter, she's been asking to
Oh,
grab this. I need to get that. She told me I really need to get that. So I've been trying to keep it hidden when she comes over because she tends to take things or whatever. But I brought it just to show it on the show because I want to show the little flavor. I was like, I'm not showcasing them for nothing. I've already bought from them. I'm letting y'all know this is legit. They business, and everybody knows I'm a girly. And so they know I love, as soon as something catches my eye, yeah, that's it. That's a fashion thing for me. So with that, how do you feel like Hill Design can stand out in a already saturated business of like creative arts, like what you guys do? Because there were other vendors when we was at the event that I met you guys at. There was other vendors that had hats and other things, same as you guys. And I'm pretty sure you go to other events and there's people probably selling some of the same products you guys are selling. How do you stand out in a saturated market like that?
Um, One of the things, and you're right, I've been vending at several events where there were actually even other vendors that were making similar, and I'm going to emphasize that, similar ties that I made, but it's about paying attention to the detail. One of the things, as far as when we set up, we're colorful. We're generally colorful. We like a lot of color. I think that women love color,
It pops.
and it does. It draws you, to them. So the way we set up, the ties that we make, the different things like this is just a cutie. I'm so glad my sister, and I have a team of people. My sister like passing us stuff. Here, show this tie.
Good. Yes.
Important, the fedora.
Oh, that blue. I need
Yes,
that for my son's graduation.
the color. It makes it, just more attractive. The way we
Hmm.
um attracts people. We try to leave our vending spaces where a lot of people, they put they're standing in back of the table per se. We put our tables in an L shape or up against a wall so women can come in, and they can touch the items, try them on, get a little bit closer to them and stuff. We've made some of our biggest sales of women just trying them on. They
Yes.
put it on their neck, they don't take it off.
Yeah, and you guys were very engaging too. I want to
Yes.
say that. Once me and my friend came to y'all table, y'all were very engaging, hands on, let us know if there's something you want to, check out, try on, whatever the case may be. You guys were very engaging, and that's important,
And
as opposed to people just watching you look at their stuff,
that's what I was gonna speak on if my aunt didn't touch was our energy. We've always been told that we have a great energy, especially together,
Mhm.
regardless who comes on. If we're tag teaming, it's
Right.
always a smile, it's always positive. It's never a don't touch that, don't touch that.
Right.
No, get up to it, touch it, feel it, look at it. Because
Right.
a lot of times, like, I don't know what's in your pocket. I don't know what your wallet holds, and I'm not going to stop you. The purpose of us making these products is so that you can touch them, wear them, and then they be seen.
Right.
And
Mhm.
with that, we try to maintain, I'm not even gonna say try, we do maintain that positive energy and try to bring people in to let them know, like, hey, this is a little store. So we set it up just like a little store. Walk
Right.
in, get your visual all the way around our little semi square.
It's kind of hard to walk past us also.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna speak, we're gonna compliment you, and I think that's so important, because women are fashion.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We walk in to move the room to us,
Yeah.
sometimes just a simple compliment, on what someone has on, the way they wear their hair, sparks a conversation. Now my intent is to draw you to look what I got for you to even
Yes.
but we like talking to people, so very seldom do we allow anybody to just walk past and we just sit there and don't say anything or smile at them or say hi. So it does, the energy is good with us, so it draws people to come and see what we got.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. So when you guys first started this, did you guys ever doubt this journey that you're on? Did you ever doubt, like, wow, the demand for this stuff, it keeps us producing, it keeps us, creating more. Did you guys ever doubt the journey once you started doing this and say, hey, we're going to create this a business? Was
No.
there ever doubt?
No, once I got started, I could not stop. Just like I said, I just got out of my bed from watching Facebook and just wanted to see if I could do the folds that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And just sparked something in me that I have became obsessed about. It is an obsession to create something different. We've started to do, we have on mannequins jackets and denim jackets and suit jackets and different things. And just like I, said before, I dream about, that's so weird. I dream about certain things to create, and
The creativity is flowing.
right.
And once I saw how easily it was coming to her, I'm like, oh, well, let me wear this one. It would be, as soon as she make it, I'm putting it on. And then
Yes.
I've had a few hats, ties, and a pin that they bought off my neck.
Right.
Oh,
Because
wow.
they bought it off my neck, and it's like, well, that's a nice hat and tie combo. I want that. Here you
Oh,
go.
wow. I love it. So we want to be able to see some of the products. So we want to give you, this hour goes by so fast, I tell you, but I want to give you guys an opportunity to showcase some of your products and the things, especially some of the popular things that you guys are selling at the as vendors when you're out on at these different events. So if you guys, can get some of the products and showcase and tell us what you got and how people can purchase if they want to look up your stuff and purchase some stuff.
Just like I said, what's been going really fast, I noticed, I call them shorties.
Okay.
The ladies seem to like these faux and the size, more importantly, of the top, and the color aspect of it. So I've been making a lot of those. And I listen to
Nice color.
so much. It's all about the color. I'm telling you, it's all about the color. It's all about the bling.
Ooh, nice. Look, guys, y'all, these hats, I'm telling y'all, these hats, they got some bad hats. Ooh.
And this is the
matching tie.
Yeah, the matching tie that goes with it. It's all about the bling. It's all about the color. Sometimes it's the simplicity of it. I listen to my customers.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is a nice royal blue.
Ooh, that's nice too.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to look that. Get up close with the detail.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
please get up
Look,
close and check out the detail.
Yes.
right.
And then also it's
I know y'all have ball caps too, because I bought the ball cap. You got the fedora and the ball cap. So people can see. Yes.
and sometimes it's the small details versus the big details.
Right.
So just bring down that leopard print.
Ooh, leopard.
Yes, I really like this. And actually, what we did is that's the baseball cap with the Betty Boo. A lot of young to the Betty Boo, and we actually made a purse to go with it.
Oh, so cute.
Because I specialize, I make sure it's all the way around. So no matter how your purse swing, they're going to see something on it.
Yeah, right.
Different. And a lot of these like this and the one that you have on, I'm not going to make twice. I may use the color, a different design on it, but I'm not going to make twice because I think it's important. I know for me, I want something nobody else got.
Right. Me too. Ooh, that's cute. That's lace. Is that lace or that's flowers?
Lace.
Oh,
lace and denim flowers.
I'm not gonna go to an event and somebody gonna walk in with the same thing that I got on.
See, that's important because when you're designing things, that's the thing that you can say. You don't have to worry about that because we only made one. This is one of one, or that kind of thing. And so because of that, it pushes your brand up a whole bunch of notches because what people wouldn't want to purchase on and be like, I know I'm the only one that got this because it was custom made, and then it's a one of one kind of thing.
And we do customize. I've had a lot of customers that wanted a certain color for an event or a certain style. Quite sure of how they wanted it, but just us having a conversation, I can make that vision happen for them. And that's one of my sayings, if you can come to me about something customized and I can make the dream happen for you.
You bring it to light, huh?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Louis. Okay. That's nice.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. See, yeah. Oh my gosh.
And so a lot of that just comes from, me sitting down at this table with all my stuff or looking up at the wall. That's why I always keep the wall is always full of stuff. Even no matter how much I sell, I visualize, my next project of what I'm going to make. I take all of it in the internet, what other ladies are making, colors.
Yes.
And, then I visualize what I want to put on, what I would wear. If I make something, if I don't want to wear it, I'm not going to put it out there.
Yeah. So what does success look like for you right now, Miss Lisa, then? Because your creativity is flowing, business is going good. So what does success look like for you right now and for Hills Design LLC?
Success looks like to me, me owning a shop where in that shop that I would have a boutique. Within that shop, I would be able to have classes. Within that shop, people could come and that it has that type of vibe that they want to hang out in. The music is playing, they want to hang out, they want to make stuff, they want to have conversations, that they don't want to leave, and just like I said, I'm teachable. I want to be able to have classes where kids and teenagers also could come in and do different things and stuff. So that's the vision that I want to have as far as Hills Design. And just like you had mentioned, which I never thought about, is, having a brand where somebody could walk by and say, that's a Hills Design brand. I'm like, when you said that, I was like, wow, how you, especially when, just like Louis Vuitton and different brands.
Right.
Know it when you see it. One more importantly, our purses, we carry nothing but
Brahmin.
And everybody knows a Brahmin when they see one.
Mm-hmm.
They know it when they see one automatically. You can't see the little label or anything on it. It's just the way it was made.
Mm-hmm.
More important.
And I think you're well on your way to that. The intricate details that you guys put in your ties, your designs, your creativity, adding those extra little, twists and niches on the design. I think you're well on your way of having that mark saying that's a Hill Design right there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I love it. So I know that we're almost to our hour. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to provide us with information. If people want to contact you to be vendors or contact you to place orders or to customize anything, how can they reach out to you guys?
All right. So glad you asked. Ladies and gentlemen, you can reach us, Hill Designs. You can reach us on all social media platforms.
Yes.
So we are on TikTok at Hill Designs 25. We are on Facebook under, of course, my aunt's name is Lisa Ellis. You can reach us on Instagram at Hill_Designs 25. And you can also message them or send a text message. Give her your phone number. I don't remember
to
by
me
heart.
Through Messenger. My number is 813-506-0491.
And if you want to reach out about vending, you can reach me at 414-678. I apologize for my dog.
That's okay.
Protector of the house. You can reach us at 414-678-8385. And that'll be for all bookings and vending if you want to reach us out. Reach out for that.
Okay. And we'll make sure we put it on our platform. So that way, if people need to reach out and say, hey, I seen something that they showed and I want something similar to that. If they want to reach out to you guys, they'll be able to contact you. So, guys, they provided they're on all platforms. So go and look for them, follow them, see what creativity, the new stuff that their products they're producing. Trust me, you won't be disappointed, because I'm telling you, I'm already thinking like, I need that blue. My son graduates next week. And he's a bulldog. Their colors navy blue and white for Yale, and I need that blue. I already got my blue nails ready, so I need that blue for Dora. So or whatever. But yes, I seen that blue, and I'm just like, oh God, I need that. So but yeah, so if people need to reach you guys, if they're on our page or whatever, we're going to provide the information to of your contact information on all your social media handles, and also give them information to be able to follow you guys as well. So please know that we do not want this to be the last time that you guys come to Chit Chat Podcast. If there's new things that you guys have created and you guys want to put it out there, you're welcome to come back to this. What this platform is for. We welcome you guys back anytime. Don't be a stranger as well. We are live at 5 on Sundays unless it falls on a holiday.
Of course, and please, anybody bring challenges to us. Bring us challenges for custom designs, because we like to try new things.
Yes.
So if you have a jacket or hats or ties that you would like to be made in a most elegantly different type of style, give us a challenge. We will accept it.
Look, I might have something for you guys. It might be with socks though.
Okay.
Oh, we do
Okay.
those too.
Yeah, it might be with socks, because I got an upcoming pageant, and so we got to wear athletic wear. But I don't want to just wear no plain socks,
Bring it on.
Yes, I want to jazz up my socks.
Well, bring
So
us.
yeah, so I might do that with the socks.
And that's one thing. My sister is in the background. I thank God for her too. She like boots, sneakers, because we do our boots and our sneakers
Yes.
also. So
Yes,
there's no,
yes,
we challenge you. There's nothing that we can't do. So if there's something, if you have an idea, we can turn, we can make the vision
Yeah,
happen.
we can jazz it up for you.
Yes, we can.
yes. I love it. I love it. Look, our conversation today has been a reminder that design is more than just visuals. It's
Right.
your voice, it's your story, it's your impact, and of course, it's your design. Ladies, give us one final gem for any future entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs watching, and to give them an indication that they can start just where they are, like you guys did, to and start their journey into entrepreneurship with their creativity, so they're not sitting stagnant saying, oh, I be coming up with all this stuff but I don't know what to do with it. So give us a gem, one final gem that you would kind of give advice to a up and coming entrepreneur or someone who's thinking about going into business or trying to market their brand.
Do not be afraid to go outside of your bubble.
Right.
Get out of your bubble. You will be surprised at how many people are willing to help you and give you information just by you simply asking how. How did you get there? How did you do that?
Yes.
How can I get to where you are? Do not be afraid to ask for help, because that is you're your own self-critic, and you would always stop your light yourself if you never ask for help. So please, 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 if you cannot remember anything from this conversation today, always ask for help and go to that person, because there's nothing wrong with having a mentor.
Right.
That's how you end up with a mentor, is asking how did they start, and then those individuals will be happy to guide you, because there's enough wealth in this world for everybody.
Yes.
And so we don't gatekeep. Come ask questions, and we will definitely give you some of the information. Not all, but some.
Right.
At least.
Right. Got to keep them coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. You, Miss Lisa, do you have anything to add to that?
Me, because I thought, and just like I said, I never thought I could own a business. The first thing I thought, I didn't have enough money. I don't have the money to be able to start a business. I can't do this. I can't afford that. I didn't have a whole lot of money. Actually, when I started this business and stuff, I'm working, so through watching other women, where to purchase items, what to do, with those items and stuff, I had enough money to start. And that's the most important thing. You don't say, I didn't let my mind set myself up that I couldn't do it.
That's good.
I started purchasing what I could afford to purchase. I put myself out there and stuff, and I started making money. Now, I'm not rich at it right now. I'm still working, but eventually,
it's coming.
Right.
Yes, it's
eventually, I want to be able to retire
like
myself.
Be retired like her niece.
and just do this. But I think that's the most important thing, because I think a lot of people be like, well, I don't have enough money to start this, or I have to have a certain amount of money just to even get started. And you don't.
Yeah. And a lot of people sit on things for years because
Yes.
they've been waiting. I'm waiting, wait till I get my money together. I'm waiting till tax season, or wait to this to do this. And they're just sitting there on all of the wealth that they could be generating because they didn't take that first step.
Right.
They didn't make that first step. So thank you, ladies, for those important gems. And thank you guys for being guests on today's episode. Look, like I told you guys before, you guys are always welcome back to Chit Chat Podcast. So don't let this be your last time. But as we close on today, if you got value out of today's episode, don't keep it, share it, like it, go support a small business. Don't just invest in, your vision, invest in yourself. If you're somebody who's thinking about creating a business, just like Miss Lisa said, start from somewhere. You got to take the first step. You ain't got to have you ain't got to be a millionaire to get started, you know,
Right.
to create your business. All you need is that idea and the vision and the get up and the energy to get it going. You know, if God gives you vision, gives you the vision, he's going to give you provision. So he's going to allow the things to fall in place and happen, to allow the things to be there, resources, everything to be there and available. And it may not just fall in your lap. You know, there's work and stuff that we have to do our part. So that's why the investing in yourself and your vision is important. Do the research, do the marketing, you know, do the stuff that's going to market your brand and market yourself. And, you know, because, you know, great designs build strong brands. So when we are out there creating these things, we need to make sure that we're not only just having creativity, we're marketing our brand, we're putting our stamp on it, you know, and that's what you want. You want somebody to look at it and say, that's a Hills design right there. That's a so and so. That's a Chit Chat podcast, you know, video right there. That's a stamp right there that we know has the stamp of approval for that brand or for that market or whatever. So, but I'm glad that you guys are able to join us today. I hope that, you know, we can increase your followers and your customers as well, based off your appearance on today's episode. And again, you're welcome back to Chit Chat Podcast anytime.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. You're welcome. So we will make sure you guys are posted. Again, everybody, they're on all social media platforms. I know on Instagram, they're on Hill_design 25. So go like and follow these small businesses and support them. So you never know when you might need this customized design for something that you want that nobody else have. And I'm telling you, these ladies are the one to do it for you. So I am your host, Shadonna, and this has been another episode of Chit Chat Podcast, where we celebrate creativity, purpose, and power. Until next time, keep building, keep creating, and keep shining. So thank you, ladies, again. Y'all have a great week this week.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Bye, guys.
Bye.